Show when I'm live. Yay! Okay, we're gonna do this again.
My vengeance, my venom, my victory won.
Finally.
In the beginning there were only we happy few. We lived in the glory days and watched as the world grew and grew. We built homes together, spent day after day in our blissful fantasy, our troubles passing away. For once I could call a place home, but holding to time is like grasping for handfuls of sand. The tighter you hold, the more that it slips through your hand. I watched it all die, the last of good times, before snakes found the garden, before all the crimes of that pitiful nation that all of you like to call home. You dreamed a dream and locked me away, but now I'm back, and there is hell to pay. It's me and you now understand the bill comes due. In the end you took a stand, the world versus me, but today's the day that I can guarantee it's your demise. There's no sunrise, the bill comes due. In the end, did you not realize you poison the things that you touch? Why else do you think that all of them hate you so much? I've seen my home ransacked and burned to the ground, crushed into ashes, no trace of it left to be found. Then called the stone labyrinth my home. Yes, you dreamed a dream and locked me away, but now I'm back, and there is hell to pay. It's me and you now understand the bill comes due. In the end you took a stand, the world versus me, but today's the day that I can guarantee it's your demise. There's no sunrise, the bill comes due. In the end, look at you now, so stubborn and proud. It's like you were nothing, but now look around. The tables have turned, so watch it all burn as I take what's left and make my return. Did you think that your sins had all been atoned? Your Savior has left you, and I'm left enthroned on a seat of betrayals and half-broken memories, watching and mocking this series of tragedies. You shouldn't be shocked by what I have done. I was protecting the things that I loved, but now it's all gone, and this is the dawn of my vengeance, my venom, my victory won. Again I could warn you, again I'd observe as you lose all you worked for and lose all your nerve. You can't outrun, you won't outlast it. Time to repay the debt you've
Almost done. Yep, pretty much. Alright. Fun fact, this is the second time I'm trying to put this stream. The first time isn't going to count tonight because it was just glitched. Okay? I don't know what happened. And we're just gonna move on. We're just not gonna, we're gonna pretend that never happened. But yes, I was trying to make sure everything was working. It was not. Technical issues and trying to get everything set up. What will you do with that stream without that, right? Alright, yes, I have returned. This marks the first time in this stream, first time in this channel, that I have actually come back after making a promise that I'd come back. The last time I did this, I went on a 9-month hiatus without really meaning to. But school caught up with me around that time, and things were just getting tense, and it was a different time. Now, things are getting somewhat stressed, but, you know, they're not as bad. I can do this now, so it's good. It means I can stream in the weekends when I possibly can, but like Technoblade had an unpredictable schedule, so will I. Only mine's a bit more predictable. I try to stream either every weekend or every other weekend, depending on how busy I am, or how tired. Though, Thanksgiving's coming up. I will not be streaming Thanksgiving Day, because I know my family too well. Black Friday is always a bit of a wild card. I might stream that day, I might not stream that day, but I will try to stream on a Sunday. Hopefully. We'll see. But, yeah. This will be going onto YouTube, so I got a community tab, which is great. It means that pulling all those shorts has gained some activity into my channel, which will need it, which is also good. Yeah, I've just been busy bee this week. It's been a rough week, like any other week, but this has been rough. Like, if I were to scale it, it would be a 8. It would probably be an 8. Like, it's been affecting my health a little bit. Mainly because Halloween. We're gonna do some materials gathering while I talk, by the way. Oh yeah. Let's double check to see if I have anything that might require this. No.
If you find anything, please bring it in.
We're gonna talk to her in a sec, but I'm going to do some material gathering before we do anything. Oh yeah, there's that. I forgot. It's been about a few weeks since we last chat and just vibed on this channel. Oh yeah, just ran into a person. I forgot my character's based off of the Trina. A bit loud. There's always something on stream. It's always something. Always. Okay. That's the master volume. Why is it on there? I think that might be the reason. I don't think we need that loud of game sounds. We can put that one. The dialogue can stay the same. The music can go all the way down to that. Okay. Yes. How's that? Is that better? Let me know if the sounds are still loud. I think I might need to put the main thing out or something. Oh yeah, there's this. Okay, we're just gonna talk about the week and we're gonna go from there. Right, so I've had I'm tackling the everyday problems of teachers, which is dealing with kids with behavior problems. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. So we're going to put the main sound to probably 80. Hopefully that will fix a little bit of that problem. That should work and be a little bit better. Okay. Oh, something up here. So I'm dealing with various of problems with one child who, now mind you, I'm teaching 2 to 3-year-olds. So yes, I have to change diapers, I have to deal with crying and, you know, trying to teach them the basics of life, and that's actually harder than it looks. And also, I have to deal with a child who may have been given everything they want in their life. And that's hard enough. And now I have to balance trying to be the kind and compassionate person while also having to put my foot down because there's only so much I can do before the foot needs to be put down. And when you do this, when you're like trying to be strict and you're trying to do this, you're also having to you're also kind of judging yourself. Like, am I doing good here? Am I a terrible person? You're kind of dealing with doubt, self-doubt, and that's not good, and it's really difficult. And I'm new to a lot of this, so of course it's going to affect me badly. But at the same time, it still bugs me a lot. The other problem with it is my work is I'm starting to see my work's true colors in some degree. Because the child I'm talking about, one of their parents is one of my coworkers, not working in my department or my team, we'll say. But you know, I've seen her around before. I've seen her around before. And everything, which, here's the thing, higher ups, my bosses don't want to deal with it. Well, it's not like they don't want to, it's more like they're just tired of dealing with it. We're dealing with this issue. While I think basically the other teacher that teaches the toddlers with me, the other person that teaches toddlers with me is also getting tired of dealing with this child being challenging in terms of behavior, but she's willing to try to figure out how to best reach this child and try to not make this child as spoiled. You know, trying to bring this child up to be a better, upstanding person. Because we don't want them to grow up very spoiled, where they're given everything, and then they're thrown into a wilderness, like in this game, and then they haven't learned a single thing of how to live or survive. And that is difficult enough. Can you guys still hear me? Well, I'll figure out if you guys can or can't. Still figuring out how this works. Okay, you guys can. That's good. Yeah. Well, it's not like the person is the principal. It's more like they just work there. I don't want to give too much details, just in case this comes back to haunt me. But I am dealing with a lot of that, and also, like, this is like towards the end of the week I'm dealing with this. I'm also dealing with my my boss. Okay, on Halloween, one of my bosses. No, that's the wrong area. Of course it is. Oh, there it is. One of my bosses asking me for a favor of looking after her along with the spoiled the spoiled child's family. And by the spoiled child, let's say she's Azula. We're gonna just give her a random name, Azula. Not as Azula. That's just a random name I'm picking because it's the first thing that comes into my head. But yeah. Sorry, I thought my phone went off. Yeah, they are pretty. I can only imagine what the designers had to go through. I can always imagine that. So how good something looks, I can imagine how stressed and how many arguments it took to make this. Or maybe just how many boring nights for silly. I just imagine like really weird things, but art also takes a bit of struggle too. I'm just gonna get some random leather. You know, every Minecrafter kills a cow to get leather. We're doing the same thing. Is it cruel? Yes. Are we using it for something a bit more after their death? Yes. Am I using this as an excuse? Yes. I have no idea why I just went there. What's also cool is I can just do this. Right. So I basically accepted because I'm a compassionate person. I want to help as much as I possibly can. And my boss didn't come home until about 1 in the morning, Halloween. Now granted, they decided to go to Universal. Going to Hollywood all the way there, and all the way back takes a long time. I'm not saying how long, because if anybody is really good at deducting, they'd probably figure out where the location is, so I'm not going to do that. Basically, it took forever to get them there and back, leaving me having to get to work the next day on my own. But, on the good side, I was given $20, I was given some food for free, and a free ride home. So, yeah, that's good. I decided to also take a ride share all the way over there. Trying to find that piece of meat. Unless it despawned. Great. Then it despawned. That's not good. Don't know if it does that, like the whole thing where it happens with Minecraft, like at certain render distances it can despawn, I think. I could be totally wrong here, but I think it just disappeared. Lovely. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Okay. Cool. So, yeah, I was exhausted. Halloween. And so yeah, I was exhausted Halloween, and you know, I was exhausted the next day, and it did not help much at all. What's wrong with my stuff? What happened to all of this? Did it glitch on me? Or can I not use stuff here? Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Hmm? That's just weird. That's weird. It's not affecting me at all. Did I stumble upon a glitch? Is that what happened? Because I'm not dying at all. Sorry, I'm getting into gamer focus here. I swear, if I can get some leather from killing this Struffalo, I'm gonna be shocked. That. Oh, great. Oh, I just pissed off the whole herd. Well, let's test my theory. Does it affect me that little? Oh my gosh. What level am I on? Let's find out. Level 5. I'm level 5 and they're making so little dent. And these are level 1s. That's funny. That's funny. Well, this is a good test of how long it'll take with just this alone. So while I'm killing the Druffalo and basically testing my endurance for pain, which is oddly symbolic to myself, basically, it's just been one exhausting week. in general, and I'm dealing with drama as well. Because I got a list of, like, things that the department I work at, in the company, in the preschool, that need, improvements and things we need to not do. And a lot of it, I feel, is questionable. Do I want to question my bosses and kind of argue a point? One of them, yes, because logically speaking, it makes no sense to my brain, and I would like to understand why that was on that list. So after some thinking, I realized that there could have been a reason, and I'm like, am I satisfied with this answer? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to cause trouble. That's the one thing. I'm a peaceful person. I don't really like to deal with conflict. Are you kidding me? I was pushed. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to be in deep focus here right now. Okay, we're just going to break both of their armors real quick. Okay. Yeah, like I said, these guys are not even making a dent. And it looks like I have infinite, but I don't. I'm just so high of a level that they can't even touch me. And they're like, level 1. They're noobs. They're noobs. Yeah, they're massive. And these things are like, they're supposed to be buffaloes, but I don't think they can use that. So they're called Driffalos. And these boys are hard to kill. Now I'm a mage, I'm a level 5, and they're barely making a dent. If I was a level 1, these guys would have killed me like that. I accidentally triggered 2 of these boys, so let's just see how long we can make this last. And if it's taking forever, we'll just fail. I know, but you have to look really closely. They're only giving me an inch. You will die if I have anything to say about it. Just because you're big and intimidating does not mean I can't kill you with my frostbite magic. Yeah, that's right. I've seen a Frozen. Do I have to sing Let It Go? Yes. Is it great? No. The weirdest thing is, I can't use any of my other spells either. So I can only attack from my wand, or my staff. Sorry, I've been into wands lately that I've kind of forgotten that they use staffs instead of wands. Honestly, why hasn't the Harry Potter, the Wizarding World even, gone into, like, staffs? I swear. There had to have been, like, somebody who used a staff instead of a wand. Like, no, I'm not talking about, oh yeah, we could just take a wand out of the staff. No, I'm talking about, like, Meta Moody staff. That. Done. Frozen 2 is better. Because they make fun of themselves. It took that long for you to get me to that much. I only got to one potion. One potion, you two. This is just sad. Yeah, you might have gaslighted yourself with that one. Though, it wouldn't surprise me if Salazar still there was like, you know what would be cool? Staff. I'm gonna force myself a staff. I don't know why I said staff like that. But anyway, while they're trying to kill me with barely anything, I'll continue where my thought was. So, simple version, Halloween was a bit of a more eventful event than other Halloweens I've had. Not really gonna lie about that one. And there was like okay. Basically my bosses were like saying, oh, here's the list, here's the things that we need to improve on, things we can do to make a better apartment and everything. Even though they said that it was a retraining, it was mainly just a list of things to improve on. That's not a retraining, that's, here's a list, read it up, talk to me later. Like, how does that make any sense at all? It does not. That is the problem. So, this week has been exhausting, but my birthday weekend was great. My birthday was very great. I was very happy, especially when I was going to work. Nobody likes going to work on their birthday, but for me it was more like a blessing, because everyone at work, most of them remembered my birthday, and the kids wishing me a happy birthday was all I needed. I like to think all I need is just people to remember my birthday, and that's about it. I feel like I don't celebrate as big or grandiose as I used to. Not sure why that is, but that's just me. What's great about my birthday was it was on a Friday, so it was even better. They were having like a game night after work, and that to me was as close to a party at work as I was gonna get, so I was taking my W's as I can. But the spoiled kid, I think it's been going on for like 2 weeks now, and it's only gotten worse this week. And the only reason I mention this is because the next day, it's Saturday of my birthday weekend, it was bugging me, and I decided to ask my parents for advice. Yeah. We were playing board games, classics like Sorry, Trouble, there was even Heads Up. Like basically trust building games as well. It was supposed to like be for something, but honestly, it felt more like a game than anything else. But, you know, it was fun. I enjoyed myself. That's all that matters to me. I played Sorry a few times, but it was too long since I played that game. Oh. Sorry to... That's kind of sad. But yeah. So I asked my parents about, did that one just like went through its body just to get to me? Wow. That was not necessary. You guys, you barely even touched me. If you're having fun, that's enough of a win. That's what I would say. We're almost done with this one. You know, I might have to go back and see how long it took me to kill these guys. Cause that would be funny. And I can turn it into a bit. Oh, I love turning stupid things into bits. Yes, die. And let me use you for leather. I better get a good amount of leather for this. Or I better give me some kind of good stats. Either one is a good trade-off. I am not picky. Because it took me so long to get this. Oh wow. For a lifetime. Okay. Is there like something I'm missing? No. I didn't even get anything, did I? Of course not. Oh well. There's always you. Oh well. I don't even know if I got her. Second potion so far. I'm telling you, dude. You haven't made a dent on me. You only made me take 2 potions. That was only because your friend was helping. Now you're only by yourself. Well, the good news is this guy got hurt by the other guy, so I think it halved his, like, armor or something. I'm mainly making sure this Druffalo doesn't come back to, like, the Conclave and hurt everyone else. I don't know if mechanic-wise that's gonna be a thing, but, you know. This also gives me a good chance to finish my stories anyway, so doing me a favor, to be honest. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, around my birthday dinner, I was asking my parents about how they were dealing with me when I was a little kid. Because according to them, I was not exactly an easy ride either. I was pretty much a wild, if not, I think I had a mixture of a wild spirit and a good heart. Yeah. Apparently, I kind of drove my parents nuts. And after working with 2- and 3-year-olds, yeah, I can imagine that right now. I can imagine that. So they gave me some great advice that I basically told my coworker, my toddler teacher, my I'm gonna call her the other toddler teacher. She, also, she thought it was a good idea. So we tried that. It was a good idea, but, you know, she likes the idea, that defeats the whole purpose. Anyway. Right. This is mainly funny, because it's taking me forever to kill this dude. And it barely does a dead on me. This is basically the embodiment of endurance. And pushing the mechanics to the limits. So this is kind of a little game. All the way back to 2014? And it's still a good game. I probably need to fact check that one later. Let me see. What else can I tell? Oh yeah! So besides dealing with drama, having a happy birthday, probably going things out of order, I had a really good time in Disneyland. One of my friends works there, and, well, you know, anybody that works at Disneyland can sign you in. And I love it. It's probably one of the best ways I can do to get in. Now, mind you, I can't just do that all the time because, you know, everybody wants to do that. So, we just need to find the best moments that work for all of us. Yeah, pretty much. And I haven't been back to Disneyland since 2012. And I went there twice that year. And we're going again this year. This time when it's Christmassy. Honestly, just being at Disneyland for Halloween was probably the best moment, the highlight of all of October. Probably even the whole year, which is saying a lot because I've had a lot of things happen this year. But yeah. So yeah, it's because tickets are expensive. I'm lucky to have a friend who works there who can help us with that. It made me happy just to step in and be back, really. We got to go to California Adventure and Disneyland. And I didn't even think we were gonna do both. So that was the best. We maximized our time pretty well because my friend had to work that very same day, so I only got to go in like the afternoon, evening parts, which was totally fine with me because I haven't been there in like since 2012, so that's better than nothing, really. I'm gonna try Super Ever first. I went to the Animation Academy place. It's my favorite place in all of California Adventure. I don't know why exactly, but I just love the workshop. The Sorcerer's Workshop. It used to have Ursula's grotto, or whatever her lair is called. But it's not there anymore, and I think that was probably why the aesthetic of going through different rooms is just so cool. And being back at that little animation studio where you get to spin the cylinders around, that brought back a pretty good memory. It made me happy. I didn't want to go on Guardians because I don't like drops, just drops. If it's like a roller coaster or a ride that has a drop, I can endure that because it doesn't happen often. And if it's sharp, then I hate it. But yeah, I don't know what it is. So yeah, my friends went on to Guardians. I decided to stick around the Animation Academy place because it's one of my favorite places. I try to go there every time. Trust me, it's better, you would recognize the place more than you would know its name. Because I didn't know that had a name either. Until I was told. Because the entrance is just like the little magic, and it just says once upon a time. Then you go in and there's like a bunch of screens showing all the different scenes from various of different animated movies that Disney has done over the years. Then there's the animation, like, character drawing class. It's also the same place where you can talk to Crush. At least that's from memory anyway. Seems like my mom's gone to bed. I could have probably jammed this whole time, but you know, story time works too. Holy shit! 4! Oh yeah, we're rolling in this right now. Oh my gosh. 10,000 years! Gonna give me such a crick in the neck. Yeah, it's there. Told you that place had a name, and told you would recognize it more than you would recognize the name. Okay, that would be under crafting materials. Four. That means it didn't drop anything. Would I want to do that again? Hell no. Do I want to check to see if I missed anything? Yes. I don't really want to check that right now, but it will be funny if it was 20 minutes and not longer. So. I had to put the quote from Genie because it's so fitting. Because it did feel like forever. Anyway, so I went to the animation place. Went to the workshop, did draw Stitch. While I was at the Sorcerer's Workshop, before I drew Stitch, I actually posted a reel on my Instagram. And my phone today has just been non-stop of just likes. It wasn't even that good, I'm going to be honest. Like, this reel was my first reel that isn't, like, just an animation. I literally recorded spinning the cylinder of my own drawing and say it was, like, my first animation or whatever, because, you know, I like to be quirky. What is with my motivation right now? And the only reason I mention this is that was what I drew in the place. put it in the cylinder, spun it, and just decided this would be a good Instagram reel. And I just decided to do it, just because I could. And I had enough time to do so. Only a signal was really hard. It took so long to get that done. Ugh. But it wasn't, to be honest, it wasn't even one of my best. And yet I'm getting likes about it on my phone. I'm like, what did I do to gather this much attention? And it turns out, I went to check to see, is there a way to see how many views it has? Yes, there is, and it was about over almost to 450. 450! That's more than any of my shorts on YouTube. I don't even know why that little thing that was so random got popular. I don't know. I don't know why it got so much likes. I'm gonna comment though, and I did get lots of likes. So something. It's something. Anyway, I went. It's a bit of a blur, to be honest. I'll probably tell you more, but I want to get to the game. As much as material gathering and beating up Driflos or Buffaloes is fine, let's just get to the actual point. Where is this stupid little thing? Aha, you can blend in with all your other little friends. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I should do some Disney poems and post them on YouTube and Instagram. Because luckily I have a community tab where I can do that now. Great. Though it might take some time, because if I start doing that in the middle of nap time where I have plenty of time to do something, I think I could. Because nobody's really there. That's the problem. So how would they know even if we're doing that? Sorry, that's a bit of like venting I'm doing out loud. Yeah, I could post it on both ends and I could get a lot more visibility that way. I mean, I love me some Disney. I just gotta pick a Disney movie and just figure out what to put as a poem. I should do that for the whole month of November, because I've been wondering what could I put as a theme or something to put for November, because I have a hard time figuring that out. And it is kind of works for November, because Disney movies always seem to be coming out around Thanksgiving. I'm not even joking. It's probably a Pixar movie, but it's usually Disney related or Disney and Pixar related that comes out at Thanksgiving. Which seems fitting. Okay. So, let's do a bit of a quick recap. We were told to talk to Mother Giselle. Mother Giselle was basically is basically a priest. Well, not a priestess, but someone of the faith, kind of like a nun. I don't know where the nun that would be, but, you know, something along those lines. Yeah, and it blew up, like, later on when it got to, Disney Plus, because, you know, people were scared to go back to theaters. And funny enough, people thought theaters were going to die because of the pandemic. Oh, I love how people think, and yet it doesn't happen. Sorry, I have a weird sense of humor and irony. And I am perfectly okay with that. Right, back to the recap. Mother Giselle told us that the only reason nobody respects us, nobody wants to listen to us, because no one wants to believe that, yes, that glowing green thing in the sky, they don't want to think that exists. To be fair, all the way over there, they can't see it. But they can see all these rifts, all these ghosts, all these monsters coming out, and they just say, nope. Nope. They just think, nope. We're fine. The world isn't falling apart. I beg a dipper. I'm trying to work with, like, there's not like a Optivine zoom or anything like Minecraft would have. So I'm just working with the camera. Probably trying to make somebody nuts. Anyway, back to the recap. So, Mother Giselle, so basically of the faith, people say that our little group called the Inquisition is a lie. Blasphemy. Not real. When actually the Divine, who is basically the equivalent of the Pope, I'm just gonna call it out, because last time I didn't because I was a little afraid to. You know what? I'm just gonna call it like it is. She's basically the Pope. I'm using this as an example because it's about the only thing that makes sense to my brain. The Divine basically said, you know, this whole war between mages, which is us, well, that was creepy. So yeah, oh, that's why. That was super creepy. That came out of nowhere. Okay, we're gonna find a good spot. But yeah, basically there's a war between mages and Templars, which are pretty much holy knights. And I say that in kind of a more literal way, because both sides were helping of the faith in some weird way. But, you know, mages didn't have a sense of freedom. No, they went into a circle, basically were watched by Templars to keep their magic contained, because, you know, we don't have a sense of thought. We don't, it's not like it's our power. No, basically we don't have any sense of independence. Yeah, just cue in some stuff from Hamilton and you pretty much got yourself a pretty close idea of what the war is about. The idea of, do mages have a concept of controlling their powers enough to have, and do they deserve independence? Or they do not? What's that line that Wilbur says? Independence or death. I don't know if that's the right word, but I keep going back to that saddest one there. But yeah. So there's the mages, who they believe, I'm gonna use Toothless here because he's a dark. That's what they would believe. Then you got the Templars. You know, they're nice, they're bright, they're supposed to be the symbol of strength. Yet they're corrupt themselves. Then you got the mages, who have a sense of magic, and some can control it, some cannot. But, you know, they don't have a sense of choice in the matter. So, that's when the mages decided to say, no, we're people. No. So yeah, basically, this whole war, I think, was, in the beginning, kind of increasing to a point. Then the Divine had to come in and try to calm things down a bit, so it went into a stalemate. And our character here, not Adrena, that I'm based off, technically this character is based off of another, but we're gonna say this is this game's version of Adrena, and it's not exactly the same. So, our specific character went to go spying in the Conclave, so basically in the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and apparently we were helping the Divine, but we don't know why, because we have a bad case of amnesia. Lovely. But it's more of selective amnesia, because everything that happened there, we do not remember. No. We do not remember. No. So yeah, Just as I was saying, the best way to deal with the faith saying we're not real, and that whole thing that the Divine said that would best to help would be the Inquisition to deal with matters and, you know, basically trying to help disputes. That's not real. And the best way to, well, deal with it is by having them all together and then basically giving our peace. Sowing seeds of doubt. You know, the classic game of manipulation. I mean, well, it's kind of manipulating, but it's manipulating if it's the truth. It's more of mind games that they're doing, that we're just trying to say, look, we're not playing your games. We're not dealing with this political shit. We're just trying to deal with something called the rift in the sky. The breach. The hole, whatever you want to call it. We're dealing with this hole that had tried to kill me and all of us, and it was nearly about to suck this whole world dry. And you think, oh yeah, that's not real. You think, where's the logic in that? There isn't. You wanna know what I think? The reason why I came back to this specific game around the pandemic was because it reminded me of what was happening around that time. When times of panic, people don't think. They think of the most illogical thing to do. Even if they have power, that's literally what they will do. They will use that power to make the stupidest choices possible that may not even be needed nor necessary. Then when it dives down, things get even worse, because then they're like blaming everybody else, thinking, oh yeah, we could have done this and that, when really, they weren't thinking straight because they were afraid. That's what's going on. Everybody's scared and power hungry, and they're basically dealing with having the middle people suffer. And that pisses me off. So right now, and after dealing with all of that, we decided to increase and spread the word of the Inquisition, of its greatness and helpfulness, and then get back here to try to talk to Josephine and eventually go to deal with basically take Giselle's advice. Sheesh, salty much, woman? Jeez, tell me how you really feel. That's also another thing. Right in this spot, there were mages here, and there were Templars over here, all arguing who killed the Divine. Yep, basically a class of whodunit. But before we can even get that, we gotta fix that problem. Then we can figure out who killed the Divine and how to best solve this problem. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. If you don't like arguments, you might want to grab a pillow or something. I don't know. Either way, it's gonna be a bit tense. There might be some disputes, there might be some cussing, because yes, this is a very adult thing. And also, you may deal with politics. That may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you know, what's worse? Politics in real life or politics in game? What's more fun to argue about? Politics that may not matter in terms of game, or politics that everybody hates talking about at the dinner table. Your choice. Either way, we are going back here. Oh yes, before I forget, this guy here, not this guy, that guy's Cullen. Cullen is a pretty cool dude. I respect him. This guy is called Chancellor Roderick, or in my case, General Nutface, General Jerkface. Yep, I call him Jerkface, because he is literally worse. I can't describe it, but he's pretty much as close to the disdain I have for Umbridge. And Umbridge, I want to throw in the river and hope she doesn't survive. In other words, I want her dead. That's how much I hate her. Roderick is about similar, but the only thing I want to do with him is punch in the face so hard that it knocks some sense into him. The arguments isn't going to happen right now. It's probably just going to be a lot of talk. But I'm saying, like, where we're going might be a bit tense. Might. But before we do, let's talk to Josephine.
When will you be able to get us the properties we need?
What may I do?
What may I do?
How do you
How do you
remember?
remember?
Similar circumstances. I believe
I
we
believe
actually
Leliana was
accomplished player at the game back then.
For those that don't know what that is.
What exactly do you say game?
Forgive me.
The game.
The game
First,
first
is rules of influence among the noble and powerful.
powerful.
It's a rather light-hearted name for the matter, but our legions are fond
Are
of
fond.
playing titles.
Okay, I'll go through with it, and you can just see what happens.
Let's speak later.
Later.
Another. You're the herald.
You're the herald.
Or well,
Or
one they're
one they're called in the Herald. Anyway.
It's odd
It's
to
odd
see
to see them
them
accept
as their hero, especially a
especially a
Danish
Danish elf.
One look at your
One
face,
look at your
here you
Here,
are part of this.
part of this.
My name is
My name is Maeve.
I research
I was
these
other
other creatures. Seeker
Secret
Pendergast
Pendergast
is
and
what I find to help soldiers fight them.
I found something in these left behind.
Can you use it? Yes, that's very helpful.
Very helpful.
Just leave it
Just
there
leave it
and
there.
Tranquil and I will examine
it.
You've brought
You've
back
brought
some
back
fossil
some
things.
things.
We're putting them
We're
to
putting
good
them to
use.
good use.
I have no idea where they put these things, but basically they're like leftover mobs stuff that you would find on Minecraft. And because they're leftover stuff for mobs, they're being put to use in that table.
You said you were
a mage.
No.
No.
Circle mages
Circle
must
mages
prove
must
themselves in a ritual called the Harrow.
Harrow.
I was never
I
very
was
good
never very good
at
at
magic,
magic.
but just enough talent to be
Talent to
people.
be people.
But when the mages
When the
fell,
mage fell,
people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars killed us. Lovely.
Lovely.
Secret
Secret
Pendergast
Pendergast
along with the
along with the translator.
She'll explain this better than me.
You said that you were keeping some of these things safe?
Yes. The mages
The
took
mage,
some of them when
some
the
of them
circle
circle
rebelled.
rebelled.
The rest were
The rest
forgotten.
were forgotten.
Most circle mages look down on the or try to
Or try to
pretend
pretend
they
they
don't
don't
exist.
exist.
They don't have
They don't
any
have
emotion.
any emotion.
They can barely take care
Very
of themselves. Can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame.
It's a shame.
I like them
I
better
like
than
them
most
better than
people.
most people.
Ouch. There is definitely a story behind there. We're gonna be nice.
I'm glad they have someone who cares about them.
They deserve
They
better.
deserve better.
They're polite.
They're polite.
They're rational.
They're rational.
They'll never get angry.
Angry.
When they study and focus, no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated the leaders as much as they could. Tranquil. If not for that,
Not for that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter now.
You said Cassandra has new creatures.
Yes.
Yes.
If you find
If you find anything
interesting in
interesting
your travels,
I
I
appreciate
appreciate
you
you. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit by fighting these creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions here for the Inquisition.
She's definitely putting her. That does make sense to me. Okay.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for that.
All right. There we go. Cool. Now I got that highlighted. Ooh, what's this? Reading. Not really going. I'm too tired for that. And I'm too far away to even read any of that.
Then the golden city is thine.
These are the ones that take time. Okay. First thing you're gonna do is have more inventory.
You were saying something about
Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for us to train. Perhaps we can set up something over here.
I'm just spreading the thing real quick. I know exactly the bit for that. The watchtowers being built are best off to be put for Colin, who represents the troops. She represents the spies. She represents the democracy and political stuff. So basically she can deal with the finances and things for this mission. I don't even have to read it to know what it is. Because I look at this map and I've played this game so many times to know what they all mean. But I haven't, like, reached through any of them. Ooh, okay. I don't really know about this. I forget what this one is. Just no one things. Her terrors, a convoy, our deepest sympathies from the death of Divine Justinia the Fifth, most holy, compatible to her wisdom and dedication to peace. We had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We hold a vigil. Don't remember this one. Well, I do, but I don't know how to, like, respond. Okay, maybe not enough relevant inside. Let's see what that or lay. Only one. Of course. Ooh. This is basically Varric's book. Well, the title is basically Varric's book. But, I'll just read it. Ruffles. I need a favor. Actually, call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that the Hard in Hightown 3, the repunching appears in print from an Antivian printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror in that title. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple of years back. The best they could do was find out, after spending a couple of $100 gold, that Farrell's the fourth is a pen name. I could have told him that for free. I got contacts with the Antivian printing house. Maybe you could find out more than the guild, Merrick. This sounds like a spy thing. Meaning? Oh yes, this is a Liliana thing.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. Alright. Rescue the soldiers. Okay. Oh, the power thing. Oh, we have 16. We got plenty. Okay. Let's do the story thing first. Address the Chantry of Battle Royale. Oh, this ought to be fun. Again, there might be a bit of arguing. It may not be that much as I thought, but you know, best to have a heads up. Basically, if you get uncomfortable, if you think it's BS, you have my permission to just leave if you need to. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. You can turn it down. You can mute it if you wish. Either way, I want you to be as comfortable as possible, and this definitely will make you feel as uncomfortable as possible. If it makes you feel as uncomfortable as possible. Okay, I need to read that, because
Having the heroes address the clerics is a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle is strong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united. And we should ignore the danger to the herald. Let's ask her.
Yeah, ask me. I'm standing in the room after all. Maybe I should have read that. Whoops. Well, we know what really happened. Okay, how would my character that I'm basing off this of react? I don't think she'd be that worried. I'm gonna go with this one.
What can they do?
Just talk.
Don't underestimate the power there was. And
Yep, that works.
will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach.
It's true.
Use what influence we have to pull the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Yeah, the only reason why this is a bad idea is the remaining... Luckily, it's the same thing as before. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Basically, like I said before, they don't trust us. They don't believe us. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed. And at this moment, we could not step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe. Yeah. Lovely. They think it's a bad idea because because of the faith and my reputation. Basically, they're concerned for my health. And these people have a right to be concerned for my health. Because going into this place is like walking into high school, but times 10. Because everybody's an adult, and it's much worse. So yeah, since nobody trusts us, we can't really do much about the whole breach thing. Basically, the hole in the sky. Because apparently a hole in the sky nobody seemed to care about if it's not big enough for everybody to see. No, we can't have that. Because apparently, dealing with political matters is better than life or death. Yeah, if you don't understand the reference, go back to the first restart episode, basically part 1, because yeah.
The city still mourns.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. They're mourning over their divine, meaning their pope.
Just a guess, Seeker. I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me.
My Lady Herald.
Herald.
You're one of
Lady Army's.
What have you
What
found?
have you found?
The Chantry
Country mothers await you.
but so do a
So
great
do a
many
great
Templars.
many Templars.
There are
There are
Templars here.
Templars here.
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Oh yes, because
Only one thing to do there. They wish to protect the people from us. Return. Someone will need to inform us that we are here.
As you
Say, my lady.
that part's always a bit weird because it doesn't mention where it is or something. But yeah, I never read the plaques in this part because reading. But these statues are very pretty. But yeah, it is concerning that there are Templars at the other side of this. They want to get me. Let us hope that's not the case. Well, time to go exploring. Oh look.
Stand the wild
Death.
guardsman. Inquisition. Along with the Herald. They say they found the knife here covered with Levi's blood. Let her pass. The Inquisition. The Templars trouble. And there.
First of all, how dare you call me a knife ear? Because technically my character's an elf. Second, you think the Templars can deal with me, a mage? I'm sorry, good sirs, if me walking by bothers you. Here, let me breathe on you.
The Templars.
Heresy? Excuse me? Excuse me! Here, let me breathe on you. There, now you got whatever I have. Hope you don't get sick or nothing. Because, you know, I'm heresy and all that. Oh, if I could attack you, I would. But that's only going to invite even more problems. But let me tell you, good sir, this elf has nice pointy ears. They're just jealous and can't have pointy ears. 2, I'm not going to be the Templars' problem. Because they're going to have a problem elsewhere if no one's going to help me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I got some blasphemy to deal with, unlike you, which you're a load of baloney. Now go be a bunch of baloney and be a sandwich. Good day, sir. Or sirs. Of course they are.
Templars will stand for us and El Royal return to war.
I'm not gonna waste my time with you. I already spent a little bit of time on you to a bunch of guards that insulted me.
Good people of Valroy, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of the wonder no more.
I don't know if that's true, though.
Behold, the so-called herald claiming to rise where our beloved. We say these are false prophets. The Maker would say no help in our hour of need.
I think she would say this, mainly because it's like, look, I never claimed to be this prophet, but you guys put me in, but at the same time, there's a bigger problem here. And you guys don't care about that. That's something what she would say. But it's not going to be in the game. But, you know, this is what we're going to be closest to.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late.
The Templars have been They will face the Inquisition and the people will be saved once more.
That is a meme.
Still yourself. He is beneath us.
That'd probably be what she would say. You're not here for us. That's strange.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition?
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker, it's imperative that we speak with people.
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker.
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Wow, that's a lot. Why are you here? Would Andrina be... Then why are you here? She's mostly a sassy person. I would basically see her say this.
You're not here to help the Chantry. Then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so anti-law. But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Templar? What if... You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question. I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Hey, Lucius! Interpret that, jerk.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Yeah, pretty much. We'll go with this one.
Do you know him
Very well?
He took over the Seekers of 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Okay. Probably this one.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them so quickly. There must be those who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to him and inform the others.
Okay. Oh. Well. There's that. There are two different paths. We could go for the Templars or the mages. But since I am a mage, we're probably gonna go with the one closest to my people. Because of course I'd want respect in my people. I would look pretty bad if I went with the Templars instead. But there's another reason why, but we'll figure out once we get the mages. Or the Templars. But mainly, I think I will go with the side of the mages, if they show up. Of course, I played this game, but I'm not going to give you any ideas of what's going to happen yet.
Is what they're saying. The Inquisition is going to fix the holding of the sky.
Yep.
I'm going to give it a try at least.
No one is doing it. Chantry is useless. Templars. I never they'd abandon us. Your candle will be We'll have deliverance day.
You want to help him?
Never thought to speak before, but if your Inquisition is going to seal the sky, I want to help.
I think she would just... Do you want to do this one or do I want to do that one? I think Adriana would just be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Head to Haven then. We need good leader.
I don't know that, but it would be nice to see. Thank you.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, by the way, good tip to knowing which is a Herald and which is an Orlais. Everyone in Orlais wears a mask. Don't ask me why, it's a thing. I just think it's cool.
This must be great, Cassandra.
We came here seeking only with the mother. This is not ours, but yours.
And your party forcing our hand. Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our order in front of everyone. And my fellow carriers are scattered to the wind along with their competitions. Just tell me once. If you do not know you are the maker's choice, then what are you?
Person. Someone who can help. Why do you care? Just an elf. I think she would just say someone who can help. because that's basically what you would say. A person.
Someone who can help
Great
and end this
and
madness.
that is more comforting, I'd imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the makeup plans in the days to come.
Yeah, we'll ask this.
You're
We're just gonna go through all the
obvious.
questions.
What do you
What do
believe
you
I
believe?
do?
Our Her Holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except
What
what would
That doesn't answer my question.
for you to be true. A great many things must be false. And without force, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
Yeah, that did not help at all. Don't know how to translate that into simple terms, but the best thing I can think of is that's basically a long version of she doesn't want to talk about it. She doesn't really want to admit what she believes of me. Because it's a cop-out answer. Spoken like someone who's been into faith or politics a lot.
So what happens?
So what happens now?
Will the chantry
Will the
continue
chantry
to
continue
denounce
to
me?
denounce me? We have already done so. And what has it done us? Now it
Nothing
forces
really.
us to select a new divine, if we can. And leave the next step provided such a selection is even possible.
Yep.
Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died after the conclave. What
Yep.
becomes of us and your Inquisition is in the Maker's hands now.
Of course it is. That's just an idea.
Where's the Lord keeping the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intent. There must be sense to what we can't see. Must there? Rebellion is popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
Yeah, technically. Because I know what's going on behind the scenes. I already know what. Honestly, let's just ask that one.
What were you hoping the Lord do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find solace against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights, vigil and slain at the conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps
there is something we can do. I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I suppose we expect renewed effort against the mages from you, and yet more chaos.
We don't need to know the numbers of who many rebelled. We'll ask this
People
one.
responding to all this. Despair, fear, remorse. The people look to the sky and wonder how long Dara can resolve. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Makers? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
Pray for your sins, woman. That's what I would do if I were you. I would pay for your sins. Because you have definitely sinned. I think she would say you could still help us. But be a little bit more, you could still help us. In a more distrusting way of, yeah, like, I don't believe that's gonna happen. But, still be open.
It's
Not too late.
The chantry could
still help us
out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from
We
trying?
are never looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
And we're walking away from this with a bit more of a headache than we already want.
Liars.
Oh, this is so good.
What's that? An arrow with a message.
Okay. Oh, there it is. That arrow can appear anywhere, by the way. Favors for friends. Favors for friends. That is very, very weird. A message is attached, written in a large following hand and bordered with doodles. People say you are special. I want to help. And I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valroyo. I hear he wants to hunt you. Have a good search for the red things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe. Maybe you'll meet him. First, bring swords. Friends of Ginny. Things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe. Patrolling in the market is attached.
I believe that message trying to get our attention.
You are the herald of Andraste. I have an invitation.
Invitation to First Lieutenant Vivienne. You are certainly invited to attend my salon, held in the chateau of the Duke of Bastin, where Bastin de Gastelien. Yours, Vivienne de Fer, first enchanter of Monstonhead, enchanter of the Imperial Court. Sorry, I have to use a high society British voice. I don't know which region that is. Probably maybe north or maybe old-fashioned. I don't know. But, you know, I like to think I have a very good sense of the language. I'd probably not. Or that one guy being like, they didn't even touch you. I would be like, yes, they didn't touch me because I'm an elf, you fool. That's what happens when you mess with an elf.
Something here.
A different simple script on the back of the stable report. Marked in paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Chrysaor. Those who asked for the herald entered their passage. You could not stay to see them exit.
Maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's.
This has been received.
By the way, a few of these are setups to meeting other companions we will have in our travels. And I only bring them because, realistically, I want to be welcoming and having a lot of resources to have Basically, I want as much resources as I can. Even doesn't seem like much. You never know. Sometimes things are more than what you would expect. Okay. Sorry. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Look at this. You know, sometimes you just need to sit back and enjoy the view. Look at all this. Oh my gosh. Sometimes you just forget that this is a game and it took people hours to make this. It looks like a real place you would find in Venice or maybe somewhere in Italy, but oh my gosh. You gotta take in the sights. Okay, time to go to the upper market. Sorry, that felt short, but you know. Oh, don't mind her. She got punched in the face and somehow that affected her whole body. Yeah, like that makes any sense. Then again, her talks never made really much sense either. I asked her, like, what she believed about me, and then she gave, like, a cryptic, stupid answer. As of course that makes any sense. Because it does not make any sense. I'm just so tired today. I am tired of all the blasphemy and BS I see in this story. And in character, she would not like the blasphemy and all the stuff. Okay. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed to its hiding space with a large red sock. And we who obey, well, we meet 3 bells and discuss now best serve the new way. Scrawl below the misspelled script. Harold, go at time. Praise Andraste. Andraste. Taken together, messages reveal time, path, and a key to a location on the world map. Yeah, it's a bit of reading. I already read enough with the Red Jenny thing. Which is so cool, by the way. Yeah, we're going all the way over here first. Oh, that's interesting. That's one way to get a relationship, I guess. Or flirt. Basically, that's an interesting pickup line. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Mysterious box. I gotta look up what that actually has inside. I could talk to this guy about it.
Is this a shop?
I maintain premises where customers of a certain affluence entertain the purchase of my way. So yes, shop.
Don't you mean wares?
No, I mean where. I have one item available for purchase. It is far too expensive really to be sold. You may gaze upon it and dream of the wealth required to possess it, as have lords and kings. And then you may leave and purchase things from shops more aligned with your station.
How do you keep the doors open on a shop with one item?
My shop is a destination. Luminaries of every description journey here to see what is denied to them. Some pay tribute in the vain hope I will barter. They do not have the will to pay the price. They require a bargain to justify the spend, to ease their conscience. That would defeat the entirety of the purpose.
Okay. I about listened to half of what you just said, and it made no sense to me. So basically what you're saying is, do you have any idea what's in that box?
I can't see it. Tell me what it is.
If you have to ask, you are not the one to buy it.
I need to know if I can use it.
And again, the point is missed. If mere use is your concern, you should go elsewhere. The person who claims this will not be known for using it. They will be known because they paid for it.
That makes no sense! Is it even worth it?
So one very expensive item, and it's worth it?
Let me now start the inevitable defense of this. I'm sure you have treasures, and you will have many. You could parade them from here to Halam-Shirah, but none of that will allow you to say you have purchased this. The item is available. The price is worth it.
That doesn't give me much, dude. You're only giving me... I got one more chance with you. You're not telling me what it is. Then I'm going to just look it up on the internet off screen, and then the next time I might just not come back here. Trust me, I want to know what's in the box.
I don't see why.
Or at least why.
Anyone can open
Right?
Exactly.
The item must have a known value. It is then priced over what it is worth. This has only the value I have set. It has never had enough. It is not overpriced. It is priced.
That's basically the same thing, dude. You giving me nothing. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye then.
Mind the flow. It is not useful for people to be subjected to soil.
Yeah. You giving me nothing. Goodbye. I wasn't really drawn to that box. But if you're not telling me what's in the box, then it's gotta be a scam. I already know. It's a scam. It's a literal scam. Meant to waste my valuable time. I'm just gonna look it up on the internet. And then the internet will tell me, is it bullshit or is it worth it? Okay, I'm just gonna do the bit. Is it bullshit or is it good shit? Either way, it will still be shit. Sorry, that was probably uncalled for. But I'm not wrong here. Not that I think, anyway. Normally, I would have fast traveled the world, but I played this game before, and I know where the next bit is. So we're just gonna walk out like a decent person, and a cutscene will appear.
If I might have a moment.
Oh, hello.
Grand Enchanter
Fiona.
Leader of the major event. Is it not dangerous?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
Gee. The same mages who didn't even bother to respond back. The same ones who basically believe the chantry. Why should I believe you? I'll ask this one.
Fellow mages, we have nothing in common. More than you think. And certainly more in common than with the Templar sons. Consider this an invitation to Red People. Come, meet with the meet. An alliance. I hope to see you. Au revoir.
Yeesh.
Come,
Okay.
let us return.
Okay. I accidentally didn't do this part. So, she was supposed to be there. If she was the leader of the Major Rebellion, she should have been in the Conclave. And if any of you that are smart probably know, why is she there if she was supposed to be at this meeting of all the minds, of all the leaders? Why is she alive? She actually sent someone to speak for her, fearing it might be a trap. Well, she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. Something bad did happen, so I guess in a way, she was kind of saving her own skin with that one. Was it sketchy? Probably. But hey, she at least saved her own skin, and we get some, well, influence for the mages, so we get a better chance at it. So, there's that. Alright.
They wish to protect, return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed. As you say, my lady. Return to...
Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we get that. Okay, we got these two things, but we'll deal with these another day. By the way, in case you're watching this back, this person, who we will meet, will not be available for romance. I think she is, technically. At least from memory, anyway. And that's because she's not available for either gender. And I don't think that's because she's associated with Ace. No. I don't think, it just won't let you romance with them. Romance with this particular character at all. You can flirt, but that's about it. If you want, like, try a relationship, she could definitely be it, but I don't know if that applies to both sexes. By that I mean, like, guy, my man, or woman. They don't have trans in this game. That may I don't know that'll change in the next game, but we'll find out. Eventually. Also, while I'm at it, I'm going to put this in the description, but I have decided to make a fan fiction on Sleepy Boy. If you don't know, it's just Techno, Phil, Will, and Tommy from the Minecraft YouTube scene of YouTube and Twitch. I implied both because basically content creation is extensive on all platforms. So, Gotta be inclusive somewhere. And this is going to be sorry, my brain is kind of all over the place. Basically, it's a blend of Dream SMP, Empires, and Harry Potter. So what happens if you put members of Empires and members of the Dream SMP in Hogwarts, and you get this story. I'll put a link to it in the description when I get off of this stream, so you guys can go check it out. For those of you that are Twitch, just look up my name on Archive of Our Own, which is super, the S is capitalized, _cat, K-A-T-T, the K being capitalized, and that's about it. That's basically this. Those of you on Twitch, I go by Super Cat on YouTube, so I just use that name for everything in terms of potential branding than Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever is just a name I'm using right now on Twitch. And if I have to change it one day, I will change it to what I have for YouTube. So I am keeping this name for as long as I possibly can without legal stuff getting in the way. But yeah, I made a fan fiction. I decided to post it somewhere, and I just wanted to share my lovely writings. If you want to check it out, be my guest. Yes, I do more than just stream. I try to write. I just try to do what I can to keep myself busy. Because sometimes you just need to do stuff. Yeah, I thought to just collect while I talk. So I don't know if I mentioned that. Right now, the first chapter is posted. The second chapter will be posted as soon as I can. But it's not going to be perfect. It may be posted this weekend, it may be posted within the week, depending on how much time I can put to it and what energy I have. Because I do have a full-time job that's basically driving me crazy, but we won't get over to get to that. It took us, what, 20, 30 minutes to deal with the buffaloes or whatever O's. Okay. And oh, there's Colin. Okay. I think we are at the 2-hour mark. I literally have energy to do more. I think this. That's kind of annoying.
I'm glad there are big, strong men around in case anything happened.
Now, don't you worry about us.
I think I will leave it here for tonight. I'm a little bit tired, and I may not have the energy to do more than what we did. I did spend a little time trying to kill that and having a bit of a conversation, but, you know, sometimes you just need a cool, chill moment. But, my plan at the moment is just to continue doing this. When we get to the end of the game, we'll see what happens. After that, I will debate on whether I wanted to play Minecraft or a different game. Who knows, maybe I'll be juggling between different games, depending on my feel. So I might just be switching back and forth between this game and another game, and we'll go from there. So yeah. Other than that, I'm going to make sure I'm going to make extra sure that I put the link of my fanfiction in the description. Again, on YouTube, thank you. If those of you that have been checking out my shorts, maybe just checking out my community tab and seeing there's a link to my stream, thank you very much. Thank you for giving me this community tab. It's going to be really helpful. I'm going to try to see what I can do, what I can post, what I can try to bring to that. I will definitely get into different Disney stuff, so depending on which one I feel, I'll definitely post about that. But then again, I am usually busy. I may not be able to do much while I'm working because I'm supposed to be doing work stuff. But if I have a chance that I don't have any more work stuff to do and I'm super bored, I'll definitely try doing some writing stuff. Because that's like the most low-level thing I can do. Yes, it is wasting time, but hey, I'm on nap time. All the kids are asleep. Yes, I'm supposed to keep an eye on all of them, but at the same time, all of them are fine. All of them are well. We make sure of that between all of us. Besides, am I arguing a case to use for personal use? No. Am I arguing a case that I'm trying to keep myself awake, so I have to keep myself stimulated at some capacity? Yes. So it's more like, you expect us to be so bored, you want us to fall asleep, more than us just using our phones for what? And usually, I'm just going on for stuff to look up for work stuff. So it's like, really? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I have finally kept my promise. Again, if you need more context, about last year, around this time, I wasn't streaming. Because 2 weeks before, I promised I would come back, but I did not. Because of school reasons, because life got a bit more complicated. And I didn't get back to streaming until July of 2022. And that was actually because Technoblade passed away around late June, early July. And I felt the push to come back. And I'm going to make the most of it. Because it's my way of coping with this feeling I got the day around that time. Because when Technoblade passed away, I felt sad. The need to write a poem. And then the need to stream. Maybe because if Techno was in my ear, he would be saying, stream. he would just say, do it. But yeah, that's about it. So ever since that time, I've been working on trying to get, I've been trying to stream as much as I possibly can without exhausting myself. And doing this about once a week, about every weekend, as much as I possibly can, is fine. I'm hoping I get enough energy to do it Friday nights, Saturday, just enough for 2, and maybe Sunday, depending on how I feel. But yeah. We will see. We will see. Yep, that's about it. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching. And, I'm back, baby. I'm going to try to do this as much as I possibly can, because I do not want to repeat this again. I don't know what that was, and I don't want to know. But yeah. This is me signing off. Bye.